Jian the reason he did what he did was because he have two moral problems. First moral problem is jealousy. Yeah.
To you, jealousy?
Jian Xinbao, it's not about me, but Jian Xinbao, as the elder brother for Dr. Wang, he always felt that the younger sister was getting more attention from the parents because the younger sister was very brilliant and also very charming. You know, Mr. Jian Xinbao, he was not a very charming young boy because he always hateful to the parents because the parents didn't raise him and left him in the countryside until he was like 8 or 10 years old. So Jian Xinbao resented the parents for not giving him enough love. So when Jian Xinbao went back to the parents, Jian Xinbao's heart is filled with resentment to the parents. The reason he was resenting the parents was because he felt that he deserves the parents' love because he loves the parents so much, especially Mama. He always a mama's boy, you know. He always loved Mama big time. And he felt that, you know, Mom should not leave me to the countryside for so long. So he always had nightmares. In the middle of the night, he was having big time nightmares. And he was always kicking the wall and punching the wall during the sleeping time. Lots of hate. And I remember when he was little, his bed had to be surrounded by ropes because he could not have a peaceful night of sleep. His mind is constantly angry and trying to fight something. Yeah. And so the little sister, though, 4 years younger than Jian Xing, you know, little Tang Wen, she was a little charming girl. Although the parents also left her with a grandma when she was only 1 year old, and until 7, she was not able to be with Mama. But she was such a charming, sweet little girl that she always just love, you know. So she was just a little loving little girl, and the parents just felt that this little girl is so cute, and she just very, very loving. So the two parents felt that their younger daughter, you know, they favor. And also she was so bright also too. So the parents always praised the younger sister for being honest, being loving, kind, and you know, being bright and successful. And Jian Xing felt that when he was little, the parents didn't give him enough attention, and raised by the grandmother for a long, long time. And even after returning to the city to be with the parents, he was still considered to be inferior than his younger sister. So Jian Xing was always having serious hidden jealousy and hate towards little Tang Wen, you know. He, as an elder brother, was not too happy about it. He has a little sister who is so bright and talented and loving and kind because he could not compete with her. He had a competitive mentality, okay? And then Jian Xing finally actually was because of that little sister's loving kind help along the way. Jian Xing was always supported by this little sister, you know. Tang Wen was so loving and kind to this elder brother. She gives her heart out for the elder brother, unconditionally. Always loved the big brother. Even the big brother abused her and hit her, you know, behind the back of the parents, and she still always forgive him. and always loved the big brother, and worshipped the big brother, and followed the big brother to do whatever the big brother tells her to do. So the big brother always makes some troubles for her, and she was pretty innocent, like the big brother tells her to do this and then she always thinks it's correct. So she had a lot of trust in the big brother too. And she wholeheartedly loved the big brother big time. So proud of the big brother and think that her brother is so handsome, so good, And she was very proud of the big brother all the time. So the two of them are very different in nature. Tang Wen was a little sweetheart. Always a sweetheart. And totally forgiving and never can hate anybody. And she always wants to win the big brother's love too, And the big brother is different kind. He is very calculative. And he always have a heart of revenge. Anybody treated him not good, he will remember it and he will make up for it. Like he has a heart that is not very good. Jianxing has a resentful and a calculative and also very hidden too. His heart is very hidden. So Jianxing has that kind of moral problems, to begin with. So throughout growing up, Jianxing would be on the surface pretending to be loving the parents. In his heart, he resents the parents. But the more he resents on the surface, though, he express love. Because he wants the parents to only listen to him. So he also have this very powerful controlling need as an individual. So that's why Jianxing's life is very hard. He cannot easily trust people. He's very calculative. So it has everything to do with the Jianxing in the communist China, and the communist parents didn't give him enough love when he was a little boy, when he really wanted to be loved. And that heart turned into hatefulness. Jianxing is hateful. And he doesn't really love anybody. I tell you the truth. He cannot love anyone. His heart is filled with calculations of gain and loss. So his life is very hard.
But he has children, but
People like that, heaven doesn't give children to. Yeah. People like that will not have children. That's when people's heart is bitter. It's very hard to have children. That's my belief. Okay? Yeah. So it's not because he has no children, his heart is bitter. It's because his heart is bitter. He has no children.